It's showtime.
Okay guys, welcome back to the STPL. My name is Kix. You are joining me for my tournament, of course, the Shinhan Tank Pro League. Hopefully you've enjoyed it so far. A little bit of clarification about the last game. I did actually miss it somehow, but it was in fact a 5-pool. I don't know how I managed to miss that, but I did, so thank you very much for chat pointing that out. I was not expecting a 5-4 from Tai2, but he did it. He pulled it off against DeWalt as well. So good job by him. But that's actually going to take us into game number 4. It's going to be on a little bit more of an interesting map here. Not really seen too often after the tournament it was actually in, which was the Bacchus OSL 2010, I believe it was. No, it was... Oh, we'll see in a second. Sorry, I'm being completely brain dead right now. I've been casting now for 3 hours, or 2 hours, so I didn't get much sleep last night, and hence I was off work today. But either way, without further ado, let's head on over to the overlay, and let's see how this game is going to play out and who we've got playing. So, just a little bit further behind on myself again. A little bit unprofessional, but I am solo casting today, usually with Rapid, so it's all good. But let's have a look at who our players are going to be. Now, there was a little bit of substitution here, I think, for iRk, but for SouL Gaming, we do have nOOB. Now, nOOB, one of the strong... Well, I think he is actually the only Protoss player on SouL Gaming at the moment, so nOOB has a lot of weight on his shoulders. He went 6 for 1 last round. He's 2 for 0 against Protoss. So this is going to be a hard matchup here for Oystein. Now, Oystein, one of iRk's, I would say, backup players, not really in the main roster all the time, but a very strong player nonetheless. Didn't play in round 2, hasn't played so far in round 3. But he is going to be stepping in here. Oh, Oystein's Terran. Okay, so... Oh yeah, Oystein is actually stepping in for Marwin, so I'll update that in just a second. So we're going to have a TVP here once again on Plasma. Now Plasma, one of my favourite maps, it was from the 2008 Incruit on GameNet Star League. Forgive me, I got it mixed up with the 2010 one, which was actually Pathfinder. But still a great map, 3 players, very hard to do. Very hard to sort of do early gateway pressure or anything like that, so nOOB is going to have to play a little bit more standard. Very good for Reaver play though. We're seeing a lot of funky stuff with like one base carrier and stuff like that coming out from the Protoss. Now, it depends here. I think this is genuinely going to change a lot depending on how Oystein's Terran is. Of course, Oystein is going to be subbing in for Marwin, so a little bit unfortunate there that we're not going to see Marwin, but still, it should be a fun game nonetheless. So without further ado, let's head in to game number 4. It's SouL versus iRk, nOOB versus Oystein. And through the power of production magic, you can see that Oystein is now the correct race. We're back with SouL on the left-hand side of your screen again. But starting off here in the top left is going to be for iRk. It's Oystein. And his opponent down here in the right-hand spawn 3 o'clock position. It's going to be in the teal fighting for SouL. It's nOOB. I know I did notice that someone with a name that I can barely read, I think it's YarCC. It's just in a really dark blue on a black background, which is really hard to see from where I am. But basically, Oystein and a lot of the iRk roster have actually been around since vanilla. Age could confirm all of the details, but I know that iRk used to be a vanilla clan to start with. They've been around since that long ago. You can actually see a video that Age made recently. There's a thread about it on Team Liquid. It was called the iRk movie. It had clips from all the generations of iRk, so Age, I believe, has been around since the first one. And he's been the clan leader, I believe, since the second. But he did a great job with that video, so if you haven't seen it already, do check that out. We're going to see Oystein going for a wall here. Going to be able to wall this off with a depot and a barracks, so nothing too crazy going on at that side. Going to see a gateway first coming in from nOOB. But basically, iRk are one of possibly the oldest clans in Brood War right now outside of Korea. Obviously, you had people like TOT, Media are obviously still around, they're in the STPL. TOT aren't active, trying to think of the other clans that I know of from back then. Honestly, I don't really know too many of them because I joined the scene in 2008, and I didn't really start following Foreign Brood War until like 2015, so my knowledge of like early Foreign Brood War is really lacking, but since 2015 when I started becoming a more active caster, I picked up a lot more random stats about people and things, so very happy to see some of these old school players coming back here. Now nOOB, a little bit more of a new schooler. He is a Korean player fighting for SouL. Did make his breakout performance at a couple of Habat. I believe he plays in all of them now. It is a bi-weekly tournament run by Sham2. But nOOB is trying a little bit something cheeky. He is going for a proxy. Now this is a very early proxy to be a robo. So it's... I mean, it wouldn't be a gateway, would it? Because that would be a weird thing to proxy, but it's going to be a long time before Oystein checks this. It's going to be a gateway. Now, what's he going to proxy behind this? Is this going to be a triple gate? Is he going for a double gate? Is he going for Citadel? Is he going to try and replicate the performance of Oyagi against Scan and go for quick DTs? We'll have to find out. Looks like it could be a secondary gateway here. He's saving up the money for it, so... yeah, that looks like it is going to be 2 gates. So it's going to be proxy 2 gate. Now, we don't actually have the wall up here anymore. But we... Wow, Oystein is actually going for double factory. Double factory on this map is absolutely insane. You can glitch vultures through with a landing barracks, so maybe that's going to be his plan. But the trouble is, he's going to have vultures against 2 gateway dragoons. What is he going to do? We see range actually upgrading over here. Oystein does see this coming. A pylon coming in the main. This is going to be for whatever tech that he does seem to go for next. Now we do have Oystein moving out into the middle of the map. The probe will be taken down. But I mean, he is going to have to do a really difficult task here. It's very difficult to do this. Oh, it looks like he's... Oh, it's going to be so hard to glitch this, especially from this angle. It's a lot easier to do it on this one. But he's going to try... Oh, he's done it! He's done it! He's just got to right-click. He gets it through! A good glitch there by Oystein. Going to get his vulture through at least to the next stage. Of course, he now has to wait for either an SCV to come here to try and glitch it through with a mineral or with the barracks. But the barracks is a very long way away. And unfortunately for Oystein, he's kind of stuck in the middle now. And that's one less unit he has to defend back at home. This is kind of a double-edged sword for him. He's going into mines and speed, I believe. And a starport. That's not going to be what you want against these gateways. But oh my god, he's going to have to do what he can. We're actually going to see nOOB here with a Dragoon actually going to be able to push away the Vulture. Doesn't want to lose anything silly. And showing that Dragoon could actually throw Oystein off. He doesn't really know what's going on back at home. And this is the big reveal. 4 Dragoons coming in here. It's speed first. No mines here to defend. GG! Oystein has nothing here to be able to defend against that. And nOOB is going to carry on up the ramp and just see what was going on. And then leave the game. So guys, that was a quick end to game 4. Oystein with a really good plan. Didn't quite work out for him though. Didn't scout well enough for proxies. And if he does play Terran on Plasma again or any map, he's certainly going to be looking for more proxies next time. But that is going to wrap up our series for today. Unfortunately, I was hoping we'd go a little bit later, but we did have a few simple games. We had some interesting ones as well. Bull vs MSJ, well worth watching. The VODs for those will go up tomorrow. The VODs from yesterday's cast will go up tonight, so don't miss those as well. But let's actually head on over to the overlay for one last time for the evening to really wind up the series and also explain what matchups we have coming up next. So let's have a look. So we saw Dandy take down Jerry in game number 1. A little bit straightforward there. Jerry playing a little bit too greedy actually early on there against Dandy. Scan being taken down in a fantastically played game by Oyagi Tai2 fighting back on Neo Ground Zero against DeWalt with a 5-pull, taking out DeWalt very, very quickly. And then nOOB closing out the series with that very, very strong Proxy 2 gate against a guy going nothing but vultures without a tank there. Oystein didn't really have too much chance to hold. And he's going to be feeling the pain of that game. But it's not the end for iRk, it's not the end for SouL Gaming either. Just a quick update on the Group B rankings. That's actually going to push SouL Gaming into second place. And now SouL Gaming do take second with 2-0. They are going to be behind NetWars, well, I say unfortunately, but unfortunately for them, Red in third. iRk hold on to fourth for now. They do go tied with DM in match score, but they do have a better game score. They have won an extra game. So other than that, not really too much to say. Obviously, if we have a look at the next matchups we're going to see on Friday, the 12th of October, we're going to have White Clan versus Ash and iRk versus DM. That's going to be this Friday at 2100 CEST. On Monday, the 15th of October, we'll be back again for Bull Team versus Valhalla and NetWars versus SciStorm.eu. That's going to be Monday the 15th of October at 2100 CEST. And on Wednesday next week, we're going to be back on 17th of October with MSJ and Naz and Red versus Clan Revolution once again at 2100 CEST. So a huge thank you, obviously, to everybody who got their games played and everybody who plays in the tournament week in, week out. A massive thank you to all the captains as well. Without them, the STPL wouldn't be going as far as it has done. They have been a huge help to me, a huge help to their teams as well. So if you see any of them, give them a pat on the back, say good work from me, of course. And a huge thank you to everybody who's donated to the prize pool. The prize pool currently sits at around $1,500 US. There's still codes, so put the code STPL3 in on Matcherino to donate a free $1 to the prize pool, courtesy of our sponsor Matcherino as well. There are other ways as well. You can follow and retweet some things on Twitter to add some other free money, so do that to help out the prize pool for the end of the STPL. Every single team is going to get something, so it's not like anyone's going to go home empty-handed, and that is one of the things I've wanted to do since the very beginning. So a huge thank you to all the very generous people, and finally a huge thank you to everybody who's tuned in. Hopefully you've enjoyed the STPL, and hopefully I will see you guys on Friday. Have a very good Thursday. See you soon.